We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. San Francisco go to work on ending what's become an 8-game skid. First pitch is next. Michael Santana is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Into the box, J.C. Embry, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Not quite candlestick cold out here tonight, but still a chilly 56 degrees here at game time. The 2-1. 2-2 the count. Now here's the pitch. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player able to work himself deep into the count. Pitcher on the attack. But chalk one up for the offense on that.
So now to the plate, Freddie Santiago, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Pitch out, nothing doing. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Embry on at first, nobody out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2. And there he goes towards second. Still even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back. To the plate now, Pete Armstrong. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the cove, but foul. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's the 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And now this is bobbled out in center. On to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, that doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. The 0-1 on its way. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the second out.
That is fifth. The left fielder, Sito Suzuki.
So stepping in, Sito Suzuki. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1. Suzuki is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes, or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
Into the box now, Jesse Padilla. He swings and grounds it to short. Bogarts has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 Chicago. Trevor Bauer gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
And that'll bring up Nick Livingston. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Now the 2-0 home. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Batting second, the third baseman, Elvis Lopez.
So in now for San Francisco, Elvis Lopez. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. The pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Arnold.
Into the box, Joseph Arnold, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 2-0 fouled off. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Hit in the air down the right field line, and no one will track it down. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Sosa is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Raul Mendoza.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Raul Mendoza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bauer pauses and delivers. This one's down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. They trail in this one 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Jason Kipnis.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1. The pitch.
That's ball 3.
Ryan Buckner, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Three and 1 now to Kipnis.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ryan Buckner. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball, that's out.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
A runner at first with no outs here. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 17, Trevor Bauer.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
The next Cub up, J.C. Embry, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
And it's fouled away. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down and keep it from the outfield to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Stepping in now, Freddie Santiago. No balls and 1 strike. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Back in standing. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Digging in to try it again, Pete Armstrong. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's set, now the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
The set and the 2-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too, and here he is again still with the bases loaded.
Striding in, Sammy Sosa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch.
Ball.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Now the 1-0 misses, ball 2. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Sosa is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He'll come to the plate with it, and they get to force it home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 4 and the Giants nothing. Stepping up now, Adrian Manuel, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And that's out number 1.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Reggie Rivas.
Now in the box, Reggie Rivas, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. And he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting 7, the catcher, Ricky Raimo.
So digging in now, Ricky Raimo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. And digging in is the outfielder, Sito Suzuki.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First offering on its way. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The catcher, number 3.
Settling in now, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, the shortstop, Jason Kipnis.
Stepping up to the plate, Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're in front 4-0. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts.
Leading up for the Giants, the shortstop, Xander.
First offering on its way.
Bogaerts.
Count 1-0.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. And that misses. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Now here it comes.
Full count.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
In now, Michael Santana. As he'll take a look at ball 1. One out, nobody on. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Livingston.
Digging in, Nick Livingston. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Armstrong has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Giants down in order. They're down 4-0. Standing in, Ryan Buckner. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Ryan Buckner.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0.
Nope.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
No strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 3-0 offering is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 3-1. Squared that one up just a little late. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
To the plate now, Trevor Bauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In the air to center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Ready for another shot now. J.C. Embry already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center. Livingston is there and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Digging in, Elvis Lopez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
Hit down the line at first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And we take a look there at the San Francisco team leaders in that category, and he's currently second best on this Giants roster. Standing in now, Joseph Arnold, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Hit to third. Scooped up. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Raul Mendoza. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Mendoza is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. This one's into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, Adrian Manuel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bauer's ready. Here's the delivery. Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Giants get one back on the solo homer. Bye-bye, baby. We're through 4. It's now a 4-1 game. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the switch-hitting 3rd baseman, Freddie Santiago. First pitch on its way.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Stepping into the box, Pete Armstrong. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Here comes the first pitch. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
So now to the plate, Sammy Sosa. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. No hits to this point. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 24.
Digging in once again, Sito Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 0-1 delivery. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies are in front, 4-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
The second baseman, Reggie Rivas.
First pitch on its way. Reggie Rivas is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Hot shot down the line, but foul. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next to bat for the Giants, Ricky Raimo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Popped him up. Buckner over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Bauer into his motion, and the pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 4 and the Giants 1. Earl Donovan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 41, Earl Donovan.
Ready now, Jesse Padilla. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Jesse Padilla.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mendoza is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jason Kipnis.
So coming to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Manuel is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Ready for another chance. Ryan Buckner. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And the pitch. In the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. Willis Rogers is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Willis Rogers.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Nick Livingston. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now
digging in and looking for more, Elvis Lopez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. In there, 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Ready on 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Stepping in now, Joseph Arnold, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bauer pauses. 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Giants leave 1. They trail it 4-1. Guadalupe Hernandez will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Guadalupe Hernandez.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry.
J.C. Embry.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Swing and a liner. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, Guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. This is line to left. Arnold arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong. From the stretch, he's running in there. Now the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 0-1 on its way. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. But it bangs off of archway number 1. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
That's the difference between average and good hitters. Good hitters almost always take advantage of RBI opportunities when they present themselves. He does it here, and the lead is now 4.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa hit hard to the right side. Foul. Five runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. A man at third with 1 away. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
In now, Sito Suzuki, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Cubs do come through with 1 thanks to the RBI triple. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Giants 1. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Raul Mendoza. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Giant center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he'll be back in standing up. To the plate now, Adrian Manuel, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Striding in once again, Reggie Rivas. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ricky Raimo stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. He's set. Now the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Here's the 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
At the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Giants leave a couple. They're down here 5-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Maxwell Place will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Charles Smith will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 19.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jesse Padilla. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And this one will bounce into the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
So now to the plate, Jason Kipnis, fouled away. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Bogaerts to his left. He's there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. At the plate, Ryan Buckner will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
1-0 the count. From the stretch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Three and 0 now. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch. Base hit, line drive into the corner. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Trevor Bauer. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Here it comes on 1-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. One there. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.C. Embry. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Doesn't offer it the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the payoff pitch home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Next to the Cubs, the third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Santiago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Back outside.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Cubs lead it 6-1. Digging in, Charles Smith. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The 1-1. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff.
You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Nick Livingston comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to first. He's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Elvis Lopez.
Now batting, Elvis Lopez. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Bauer's ready. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
2 out, nobody on. Three and one.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Cody Allen enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Cody Allen.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Pete Armstrong. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Allen features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Here it comes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Sammy Sosa. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position. Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Nobody out, runner on first. That's ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that pitch is up.
In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 24.
Now at the plate, Sito Suzuki. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mendoza is right there, 1 down.
The batter, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
Trey Myers enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 32, Trey Myers.
Jesse Padilla will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He's set. Here it comes. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Rivas takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Up next to the Cubs, the shortstop, Jason Kipnis.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Right side, but it's well foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs are on top 6-1. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Joseph Arnold.
The left fielder, Joseph Arnold.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. A quick out number 1.
The center fielder, number 10, Raul Mendoza.
Coming to the plate now, Raul Mendoza. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just inside. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Little is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Jimmy Grimes is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 8, Jimmy Grimes.
At the plate, Adrian Manuel. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
In now, Reggie Rivas. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 0-1 delivery. First and second now, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Samuel Franco will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination, coming to get him some.
Last strike here for the Giants. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Cubs posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Trevor Bauer earned his 5th win of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.